So this is all about educating your attorney. So remember, when you educate the attorney, you're showing them the value, not just the documentation, which you're going to see, how you're putting all this documentation together. Because remember, it's not just the documentation, it's how you deliver it. It's how you what? Tell the story. Tell the story is what wins the case. And that's one thing I tell chiropractors all the time. And they get all excited and they think the whole world's going to change when they go and run to their attorney and say, I learned this thing. No, it's the story. That's one part of the story, and it's a big part of the story. But how you win cases in personal injury, and I say this all the time, it's not by the Ironside moment, walks in at the last minute and he goes, but we found this. Oh, we lost. That's not how it works. It's a congruency and it's a sequential storytelling from mechanism of injury to subjective findings to a hybrid of subjective and objective findings to totally objective findings to the therapeutic protocol to the response to the treatment of the therapeutic protocol, which either ends up with the patient being normal and no filing of a lawsuit, or there being an MMI, impairment rating, and the need for future care, and now there's a case. And that's the story. That's how you tell. It's a story you tell. It's not, I got MMI. No. And I get that with the young guys that join all the time. They just get so excited that they learned about OMSI. And they think that's what's going to flip the attorney. And so they just run to them and go, oh, look at this thing. And then they get beat up and they wonder why they get beat up. Like, no, it's the whole story. I cannot emphasize that enough. I told one doctor that, like he joined and he started doing this. And that's what he did initially. He'd run off with the OMSI. I'm like, no. I said, it's the whole story. Emphasize the whole story. That's just one part of that category. That's very important. And then about 6 months later, he called me. He goes, I finally got it. He goes, I was talking with an attorney and I went through what you said. In other words, I didn't just focus on LMSI. I went through the story. I go, this is how the case is documented and put together to win. I went through the whole story. And the attorney was blown away. He goes, I've never heard anybody explain it like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's how it's done. I said, he goes, I got it now. So I cannot impress upon you enough, it's the story that's inclusive of these components that wins the case.